Hello there. My name's Robert McKinnon and I'm the Principal Tutor at Transformation School of Clinical Hypnosis based in Nottingham. And our Diploma course, which is a full practitioner's course, is accredited by the GHSC, that's the General Hypnotherapy Standards Council, which means that upon successful completion of the course you can set up in practice straight away, and also if you wish to do so you can be registered with the GHR or the General Hypnotherapy Register. In addition, because the course meets with the requirements laid down by the regulator, meets the core curriculum requirements, you can also become registered with the CNHC or the Complementary and Natural Healthcare Council. But these things are optional. But as I say, once you've completed the course you can set up in practice straight away if you want to. And also there's ongoing support in the form of our peer support group and also something called Hypno Club, which is a practical based club where you can come along and do extra practical sessions if you choose to do so. Now our classes are limited to around about 6 or 7 students, so we only work with very small groups so you get plenty of personal attention. And the course consists of theory, demonstrations and also plenty of practical as well. And in fact I want to show you just a few brief clips of our current batch of students doing a little bit of practical work.
And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just concentrate on doing that. The way you felt it. When was the last time that you might have felt that particular way?
Either leave it or you can talk. It's up to you. When you
Now I just want to say a few words about my personal teaching approach, because it's different, I believe, to the way that many trainers present and talk about hypnotherapy. You see, the world of hypnotherapy is a very conflicting one. There's so many different ideas, so many different beliefs, so many different philosophies out there. For example, some people believe, some therapists believe and some trainers believe that it's really important to find and deal with the root cause of a person's problem. Other people don't believe that. Some people believe that therapy takes a long time, many sessions, and can be very difficult and very painful sometimes. But other people believe that that's not the case at all, that most issues can be helped, can be dealt with in 1 or 2 sessions. And my way of teaching this is to say, well, some people believe this and they do it that way. Other people believe this and they do it that way. I personally do it this way. You choose, you decide what works best for you. So that's my approach when I present this. Now there are certain rules that you must follow for the protection, for the safety of your client and also for yourself, but they're relatively easy and straightforward to follow. Very important, I should say, but very easy to follow. And within that framework that's created by those rules, you can play around with all sorts of different ideas and techniques, and I'll be teaching you lots and lots of those techniques. So in a moment I'll go through the actual course contents with you. So we start off by talking about hypnosis, what it is, what it isn't, and how to do it. So you'll learn different inductions, different ways of deepening the hypnotic state. And also teaching you the reason why hypnosis is important in therapy. We then look at the workings of the mind, the difference between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind, and the rules of the mind. So you can begin to understand the reasons why people find it difficult to stop smoking or lose weight, how and why a person can be afraid of flying or spiders, or something as irrational as baked beans or cotton wool. Teaching you how anxiety works, what anxiety actually is. And we'll be looking at these things also on a real physical level, on a brain level. And one of my colleagues, Dr. Steve Lowe, will be giving a full weekend's presentation on the workings of the brain, the brain-body connection and the stress response. And then we move on to look at stress management techniques as well. We then move on to looking at how to set up an initial consultation with the client, the kind of things you need to do to build a rapport with your client. Then we look at dealing with the root cause of the problem. So using various techniques for finding and dealing with the root cause of the problem, including so-called inner child healing. We look at NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and you'll learn how to do really powerful NLP techniques such as anchoring and the swish and the fast phobia cure, and also the so-called NLP secret technique. We'll spend a good half day, maybe even a full day, looking at something called parts therapy, which is a really useful, immensely powerful way of dealing with all kinds of internal conflicts. So for example, a person who's trying to lose weight or a person who's trying to stop smoking, they've got an internal conflict going on in their mind, and parts therapy is brilliant for resolving these things. We then look at other techniques in brief to give you a flavour for other techniques and other therapies that are actually out there. And then we pull everything together to help you to create your own hypnotherapy sessions and programs when working with clients. Then comes the mind coaching part of the course, which essentially is a little bit of actual life coaching, but it's mainly performance coaching. So you can help people to be the best they can be. So working with sports people or anyone else who performs, maybe in the arts, to perform at their peak. We look at specialist areas, particularly smoking cessation, weight management, and also pain management. We also look at setting up in practice and what are the ethical and legal requirements you need to be aware of, and also talking about CPD, continued professional development, and also supervision and peer groups. And also teaching you some marketing strategies. In fact, we go into a lot of depth, a lot of detail into how you can market yourself effectively as a therapist. Now, if you're interested in our course and you haven't yet got a prospectus, then just send me an email to robert@nottinghamcoaching.co.uk and I'll get a prospectus to you ASAP. And also I'd like to remind you that we do offer very significant discounts for early booking. So if you are interested, and also if you have any questions, then please send me an email. So that's robert@nottinghamcoaching.co.uk. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.